Hi, this is Shirley from Shirley's Art Ventures. It's been a while. I was on vacation. I got to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and Asheville, North Carolina, along with Mammoth Cave. So now I'm back, and I thought I would kind of share some art ideas with you from my vacation. So one thing, by going to cave country, you get rocks because caves are made from rocks, and they're also made from water in the rocks. So I don't usually buy rocks because I'm not a big, I don't know, I just don't buy rocks. But this time I did buy some pretty little rocks that I'm going to do some wire wrapping with to make into jewelry. And they also told me what kind of rocks they were. So if you're looking for that, I will get these wrapped up and I'll make them into some necklaces and some different things like that for you to see. When you travel, you usually take lots and lots of pictures. So I thought I would share some ideas of the pictures that I took that, might become something with art down the line. Now, we did a lot of cave activities. We went to 6 different caves, 7 tours, so that was a lot of fun going to the caves. And I have to say, in the last cave I was in, it was in Townsend, they had this beautiful wall. It was water and the formations of the stones going down, and it had light along it. It shimmered in different colors. I thought that would make a really, really cool painting, just adding watercolor to it, bringing out the purples and the browns and the blacks from the cave wall. It was so, so, so cool. We also had the opportunity to go hiking, so we hiked and we came to some waterfalls, which always make nice paintings. So I have a couple of waterfalls, on the paintings, on the pictures that I took. So I'll see which one works the best for me to do a picture of, painting a picture. This one has some big rocks in it, so it's always kind of fun to paint rocks. So we'll see which one I end up with. We got to go to North Carolina to the Biltmore, which is this humongous house. Oh my God, it had like 250 rooms in it. Largest house in the country, I guess. It was owned by the Vanderbilt family, and this Biltmore has humongous rooms in it. It has gardens in it. So I took a couple of pictures of the garden, of the roses in the garden. So I like to paint flowers, so it makes sense to paint, flowers for this house, this massive house. Here's a picture of the house from the side of the house. Doesn't do it justice because the actual house is a whole lot bigger. But for me, this picture from the side is a better painting because, I don't know, it's asymmetrical. The house itself is symmetrical and it's big, and this would just look better for a painting. So that's the one that I'm going to choose to do a painting out of when I get that far. The Smoky Mountains, it's really cool when you go into Seaverville and you go into the next town. You can see in the distance the mountains are rising up and the smoke is coming off the mountains. It's in southeast Tennessee, and it like rained every day we were there, just a little bit, and the sun would come out, then it rained a little bit more and the sun would come out. So it was very nice. We would hike up in the mountains. We got to go hiking up to the top, to the highest point. They have a lookout up there, and you could always, some beautiful pictures coming from hiking up the mountain, and it will make some great paintings too, especially the ones with the sky in the background. The night that we left there, I took a picture outside, because we were on the top of the mountain with our condo. I took a picture outside. It was so pretty. The blues of the mountains was just so pretty, and I think that will make a great painting too. So with all these ideas in mind, we'll see what I end up with, because I have 3 pages of photographs here that these all make great paintings. So we'll see what we end up with, along with our rock collection. See what we can make out of the rocks. So some things that I've actually gotten done, instead of the imaginary ones, is I got my wall hanging done. So I do need a stick to stick in there, a dowel, so you can hang it up. and I need to trim it a little bit, but you know, this is actually done, so that's kind of nice. And I got a couple more of these worked on. I started doing the brown black with a coral color along with the blue, so I have blue, brown, black. I'm not sure. Then I got sidetracked because Jarena informed me that she's looking for some scrubbies to go with some dishcloths in her store for Christmas time, coordinated ones. And she showed me a picture of a pattern, and I thought, well, okay, I can do that. I tried it a couple years ago, and I failed. You know, I failed. So like, what am I doing wrong? So I figured out that if I folded it a different way, it worked. So here is one of the little scrubbies. You know, it has a ridge on it, has a little holder, and it has a matching dishcloth that needs trimming right now. But this is the idea. She wants them in Christmas colors, so I'm practicing on my travels. Here is one that is the navy and the peach color. I did this one in the round. It's, you know, it's very, has a lot of texture to it. And I made another scrubby. I found out with a pattern that I had, the scrubbies aren't really flat. They're kind of like bowl shaped, so I needed to do something different. So I thought, well, if I added more rows to it, it would not be so bullshit. It would be more flat. So here it is in the green. And of course, I can never do something just plain and simple. I always have to add my own little, you know, whatever to it. I made this up. I did this while I'm riding in the car for 12 hours in the car, so you can do a couple of different projects in there. Here's one that's just, you know, the dark color, but it has texture to it. So that is kind of my thing, trying to figure out how to make the scrubbies. There'll be more of those made because they're going to be in little Christmas packages at the shop. I also have the opportunity to put my art into a store like once a week, every now and then, you know, during this year. And before I left, I was painting. This is just kind of one of those random paintings I like to do. And I think it's kind of cute, actually. I throw color on there and I see what happens with it. And with this one, it looks like bugs begin to form. So I have a ladybug, I have an ant, I have a spider, I have bugs peering over the sides of the leaves, and I have some eyes in there. So those paintings are fun to do too, to see what evolves out of them. So anyway, I have another video that I'm working on that shows some of the pictures of my travels, so you get to see that. And as I get the rocks all taken care of, you'll get to see what happens to those rocks. And I don't know, I'm sure I'll be doing other things this week. The one thing I do have to do is I have to get COVID tested because I was in a hot spot, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Tons of people there, but they were behaved, and I just pray that, you know, I did the right thing. I stayed away from people that might not be doing the right thing, but overall everybody was doing the right thing. So thank you so much. This is Shirley from Shirley's Art Ventures, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.